Cultural appropriation, everyone's favorite topic. It's where us evil white European Americans steal culture from Black African Americans. Like how we stole rock and roll from them. In our defense, they stole the N-word from us first, so fair is fair. We're off to a good start, I can feel it. Here's the thing about cultural appropriation. It seems to be a one-way street. Liberals have spent the last 10 years on an anti-whitewashing crusade. After they huffed and they puffed until their lungs gave out, now black people may enjoy any and all white culture, but the exact moment a white kid on TikTok recreates a black dance, it's Slimmery and Jim Crow all over again. How exactly is a white person supposed to take part in black culture? If their culture can be stolen, then it can be bought, right? Who's the black person in charge of black culture that I need to ask permission from? I mean, there's no white gatekeepers stopping black people from enjoying our white culture, so surely there shouldn't be any black gatekeepers to black culture, right? I know, white people don't have culture. We've only invented, Hollywood, movies, TV, the internet, smartphones, social media, GPS, democracy, the English language. Oh yeah, freedom from slavery. Hey, real quick, abolishing slavery, I want to elaborate on that point. In 1833, Britain used 40% of its national budget to buy freedom for all slaves in the empire. See, what happened is when England decided slavery was bad, they forced every single country that they had control over to also give up their slaves. And they just didn't make black Africans give up their slaves. They paid those black Africans like the white Americans were paid when they had their slaves taken away. They didn't pay off this debt. Did I already say that? Until 2015. So thank you, white people, for freeing all the slaves. You're welcome, black people. Did I already say every sport known to man? Okay, well, a Jew gets credit for basketball, and depending on who you ask, Jews may or may not be white. If you'd like to know what I think counts as white, link in description. Black people sure do seem to love our white culture. They're using it every day, and yet they don't want to share with us? Pfft, how rude! Speaking of Hollywood, Black Mermaids. I know. And knowing that The Little Mermaid is based on a white fairy tale, you're racist if you have a problem with Halle Berry, not the hot one, playing the role of Ariel because the race of fictional characters doesn't matter. They can be race swapped because they aren't real people. Unless, remember when Ghost in the Shell was played by a white woman? How was that received? Let's just ignore that Japanese people don't have round eyes, but it's an android. Technically a gynoid, but no one cares that all androids are male while all gynoids are female, but that's just semantics for you. And I know how anti-semantic my friends can be. The left collectively lost their shit over the role of Major going to Scarlett Johansson. You can't do that and then pretend to be confused how anyone can object to a black mermaid. But they did. And then the Netflix Iron Fist controversy. Iron Fist, who, if you didn't know, has always been a white dude. Well, he knows Kung Fu, so he's supposed to be Asian. That's according to liberals, because when the Iron Fist show was released on Netflix, people were all up in arms about him not being Asian. Even when we're representing our own white culture, we still get accused of being racist cultural thieves. Amazing! Hank Azaria had to quit playing Apu on The Simpsons because it was racist. Same reason What's-Her-Face left Big Mouth. They weren't the correct race to play those characters. Again, not real people, fictional characters. But Kratos can be voiced by a black guy, and that's cool? Kratos is a white dude from Greece who wears the ash of his victims on his skin. That's why he's great, but trust me when I say, he's white. Quick side note, gray with an A is for America, whilst gray with an E is for England, just in case you didn't know how to spell it or why there was a difference. Anyways, the double standard here is blatant. That's why people complain about a black mermaid or an Indian Velma. White characters for some reason must always be replaced to please the diversity gods. Like in the MCU, Asgard is racially diverse, but everyone from Wakanda, black, because diversity just doesn't matter there, right? I mean, there are no white people in Africa, so it only makes sense. There were also only Asians in that Shang-Chi land place, whatever it was called. Diversity seems to only matter when it involves white erasure. Erasure is one of them words libtards love using, giving them a taste of their own medicine. So how can liberals be mad about those, but totes okay with a black mermaid? They've set the precedent here. You should see the double standard by now. Remember how when we found out a couple years back Hollywood wanted Julia Roberts to play Harriet Tubman? Even though it never happened, the commies sure were pissed. Meanwhile, say hello to this black queen. What? She was white in real life? Well, only a racist would care about the race of a character in a movie. Blacks get special treatment while whites get called racist. Anyone have the slightest clue why Hollywood hates redheads? It's weird, right? Here's what I'm trying to get at. King the Conqueror in comics and in the movies. Domino in the comics and in the movies. High Evolutionary in the comics and in the movies. Can black people really not identify with a character if they aren't also black? If you trust the science, then no, they can't. Like what the Fraggle Rock? They aren't even trying at all. They're just shoehorning in black actors while taking a dump on the source material. If you're gonna hire a black actor, at least do what they did with Gamora. Make the actor look like the character does in the comics. Rarely is any white person mad that a black actor was chosen. Humans hate change. Literally any change will set people off because people are stupid. For example, when they cast a blonde Bond, people almost rioted. Look, someone even made a website back in. Okay, well the website is gone and I can't find it anymore. Figure since it was almost 20 years ago. Do you know how hard it was to make a website 20 years ago? Anyways. But I did find this article from 2005 talking about the controversy. But that's how angry people were over the hair color change of a white character. The point I'm getting at is people hate change. People are less mad about black mermaids and more about disrespecting source material of something they love and grew up with. Shut the front door, I found it. Link in description. Anyways, the reason I made this video is if black actors can be cast as white characters, then white actors can be cast as black characters. That's called equality. Wait, that's not it. You can't get mad at John Wayne for playing Genghis Khan all the way back in 1953 and then go, yes, queen, slay, when a black mermaid comes along. That's not a fair comparison either. Look, either race swapping is okay for everyone or no one at all. Boom, there it is. Some things I want to put in this video, but I didn't know where to add. Hamilton musical was black and brown washed so liberals could finally enjoy American history. Oscars so white? Well, white people invented Oscars. What did y'all expect? Nick Fury in the comics, Nick Fury in the movies. Zero complaints because literally every human loves Samuel Jackson. Brandy, swing! Played Cinderella in the 90s, and I wanted to do a bit about Brandy being one of 5 American sweethearts. There's Julia Roberts, she's OG American sweetheart. Shakira, our sexy import American sweetheart. Brandy, aka Dark Chocolate National Treasure, and now as an adult looking back at her from the 90s, total babe. Felicia from Darkstalkers, Hubba Hubba, maybe that's where furries came from. And last but not least, Lola Bunny. Anyways, if you made it this far in the video, then go to www.tardvark.com/merch and you can buy one of the many shirts I wore in today's video. I also have stickers, hat pins, and maybe inward passes. I heard those are real and they might be sold on the website, but I, a white person, would never do that. Feed reveal at 1,500 subs, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Is that a good outro? I'll come up with something. #ButtSluts never say die.